Hi everybody, this is Ellen. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a happy banana peel. I know that I made the happy banana, but during all of my trials to get to this I tried many different things, and one was I did try doing the removable banana from the peel, and when I did that it really didn't look good. It would have had to have been massive for one, because the banana, even if I made this smaller, once you put it in here, I actually made the peel larger too, but once you put it in here, the thing like really ballooned out. You would have had to have added like 5 peels for it to be decent looking. It just kind of looked really, off. So that's how I came up with the other design that I did. But I really liked the peel itself. It's just that once you shove a banana in there, it didn't look right, and so I still wanted to show how to make this because I think it's adorable too, and it's not, I downsized a little bit from my original one, which was this, so it's not quite as many bands, but it is still a lot, I guess. But it's 256 yellow bands for the peel, and then the top is 14 brown bands, and of course you need the mouth, eyes, and the cheeks. So I mean, it still takes a few bands, but I think it's cute. I think the reason why I really wanted to make it was because it reminded me of the bananas from Mario Kart, because I like to play that game a lot, or I did before the children came along, and they play it for me now, I guess. So, but we're gonna make this guy right here because it's adorable. It is on one loom. It's just kind of making long sheets, connecting them together the right way. So it's not too complicated either, which is nice. But one loom, regular setup, and I'm just going to get started. I'm going to make the same color because that's my other one. Child already claimed this one, so I need to make another one the same color for the other one. So 2 bands. We're just going to go start in the center here and go up the side to here. So 2 bands and go all the way up. These bands are so bright. And we'll stop there. There's a little bit left up there. Come back to the beginning. I'm going to go up the other side the same way. Still 2 bands. There, and then come back and go all the way up the middle. With 2 bands as well. And stop there. So now what we'll do is we'll take our, I'm going to use brown, or caramel I guess it is. It's 2 bands, and we're going to make a triangle around these 3 pins, like that. And 2 more, triangle on the other side. So like that. And an end cap or cap band, 2 bands wrapped around the top, probably 3 times. Don't want it super tight, but fairly tight. So like that. And come back to the beginning. Now 1 band, we're going to do a little triangle on these 3 pins, like that. We're going to do that up 6 total, but so 5 more. Like so. Alright, so then up here, it's going to be 2 bands, and we're going to go from the center to the right and then the center to the left, all the way up. Or I'm just going to go all the way to the right, I guess, first. 2 bands. And then do the left side. Like that. And now we're going to put our face on. What we're going to do for that is we need to make the cheek and the eye bands a little differently than I normally do. So we'll start with the cheeks first. You take 1 band, put it on your hook, wrap it around, grab both, wrap them around again, and do the same thing with the other one. And then you're going to pull 2 bands through both of these cheek bands. Like so. And then this is going to go right here. So you have the first little double band arrow, and then on the second one up, it's going to go across there. And I usually grab like the band closest to me, flip it up over here. So that way they'll stay in the right spot. Then we need to do the same thing for the eyes. So I'm going to do beads for my eyes, but if you want to do the wrapped bands for the eyes instead of beads, you do the exact same thing that we did with the cheeks. Just wrap those bands around twice, 2 of them, and pull 2 beads through, or 2 bands through, like that, and then those will be your eyes, and they're going to go up here. But I'm going to use beads, so same process. Grab a piece of wire, string, floss, fishing line, twist tie, put it in a V shape, or something like a V shape. Put 2 bands down there, and thread both of your eyes on. And this will go right here. Move the eyes to either side. And then again, just going to flip over, up 1. So now the mouth. No matter how I seem to put this on, it's a little bit big. I didn't want it to show on the inside, but I guess this isn't really a reversible design, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop off the bands right below the cheeks, and they should stay on there because the cheek band's holding it on. Take my mouth band, wrap it around the hook once, pick up this single band right here, or the bands right here, and slide this down like that, and then just replace these bands back on the pin, like so. So now we are ready to loom this out. So we're going to turn it around. We're going to go in through our end cap or cap band, pick up the top 2 bands, and you're going to put them on like that. So you're just making the whole triangle again. So back in there and over both. Then we're just going to go up the middle here first. So flip this one over, go in, grab the bottom two bands, flip this one over. And then before we flip over the next one, you're going to grab the mouth band, flip it up over this pin, and go down here and grab the bottom two bands, flip them over, and take your mouth band and flip it up, like that. And then we can just loom down the rest of the way normally. That. Come back to the beginning, and then either right or left side first. Just grab your bands and loom up. Like that. And back to the beginning. We want the other side. Like so. Then we're going to take a band, pull it through our end here that's open. And I found that for normal bands you can just pull it up through and you're good. For the jelly bands, they tend to slide. So what I do is I have both ends. I'm going to do the slip knot. And if I keep it loose, I can put my hook back in the part that I pulled up. I'm going to hook the other band right through the middle, and then I'm going to pull. And I haven't broken one yet doing this, but you can get them nice and tight, and they seem to stay better than if you just pull it through and up. And I'll show you again when we do the other peels, so if you missed that, then we'll get them on the next one. So then, take this off. And here is one peel. And what you want to do right now is, we have these 4 double bands on the side. Take them and pull them out. Like that. So it looks like that. And these will tighten up a little bit once we get the rest of the peels together, so. But we need to lay more bands for the next peel. There's a few changes that happen to every peel, so but a lot of it is repetitive. So first we're going to go up the side again, and we'll stop right here. 2 bands. like that. And come back to the beginning and go up the other side the same way. Like so. And then come back and we'll go all the way up the middle. Right there. And again, we're going to need the bands for the triangles. 2 bands, triangle on this side and then a triangle over here. Then we'll come back to the beginning. We're going to do these 6 little half triangle or triangle things, starting right here. 2. Like so. And then up here we're actually going to put 2 double bands, but only on the right side. Like that. Because what we're going to do is we're going to attach the peel over on here, and these will come over to be on the side. So you want to take your hook, find the center of your cat band at the top of the guy, and you're going to set it right on here. Like that. So I'm going to turn this around, and what we're going to do is those bands that we pulled out earlier, although mine kind of gone in now, the very first set of bands that are on, they're going to go on the 2 pins, just like we kind of did over here. And then you want the next 2 bands that are in there to come up across the next 2 bands. Then the next 2 will go up, and the last 2 will go here. It's going to be kind of stretched out funny, but for right now, but like that. So what we'll do is we'll come back and we're going to loom out the brown top here. So go in through the cat band, grab the top 2 bands, loom them out, and grab the other 2, loom them out. And you shouldn't catch this one over here, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. So I'll go up the center first. Let's grab the top 2 bands and loom up, or bottom bands and loom up. There aren't any other bands down there. Like so. Come back to the beginning, and either side you can do. I'm going to go on the side with the other rest of the peel here. Grab the 2 bands, pull them up. I have noticed they get stuck, but right with the brown bottom, but just kind of move it around to get them out. Little flake of hook finish. It was sparkling in the light, so yeah, as you notice, the hooks are starting to tarnish, I guess. Like so. And then come back and do the other side. Like that. And again, we're going to close the end. So take a band and pull it through. So again, one end on my hook, put them both on, do the slip knot, and what's on my hook I'm going to take in my fingers, put my hook down and through. You just kind of hook it in the center, the other band, and then just pull. And pull tight. And then we can take this off. So we're getting there. One more set to do. Just going to pull these out so I can see them a little better. So lay bands one more time. This time we don't use as many. Turn the loom around. I'm going to go up the side again. 2 bands. And stop there. And then 2 bands up the other side. Like so. And then 2 bands up the middle. And then our top to our peel, the same triangles, 2 bands, like so. And then come back to the beginning, and we're going to do our 6 little triangles up. Like so. So now that's all we need to lay for this time. So we'll get our peel back. And it's a little trickier this time to attach this because we're kind of coming at it from both sides. So you want to take the peel, and turn it over so that the face is down. Find your center of your end cap, put it on, then you'll loom out the two bands in here. Like that. And then what we need to do is the two bands on here on the left side, they're going to curl around and come up and meet in the center, and the two bands on the right side are going to curl around and meet in the center. So just grab those bottom two bands, and I just kind of pull them around the pin right here and bring them up to the center. And you want to do the same thing on the other side. Curl them around that pin and then bring them to the center. So it looks like that. So then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and go in and loom up the three bands here first. And grab those bottom bands, loom them up. Like that. And then I'm going to release this a little bit from the back. Basically I'm taking off the brown bands is what I'm doing. Then we're going to do the same thing with the next bands up. So the next two bands that are underneath, curl it around the pin and bring them over to the center. Same thing on the other side. Bring them around over to the center. So once again we'll go in and loom up these three bands underneath. Like that. And I'll release a little bit more. Be careful, don't release too much. Like that was kind of close. So again, next band's up, bring them around the pin to the center, around the pin to the center, and then loom up. Like so. And now, if you can reach it, you might as well just try. The next one up around the pin to the center. Next one's up around the pin to the center. So then go ahead and come back and loom. Just loom these up so it'll trap the bands on. And then go ahead and go all the way up the center. And come back and do either the right or the left side all the way up. Like that. Then secure your end. And take it off the loom. Like so. You'll have to probably adjust the sides a little bit, pull the bands positioned better. That's just from all the stretching that we did on them. It kind of looks a little frowny right now. So, squish, squish. Top. What I did was went underneath the cat band. Try not to snag a bunch of bands. There we go. Part of the cat band. 2 bands on the hook. Double them. Pull them through. Both on the hook. 2 more bands. Doubled. Kind of did that fast. Doubled. And then what I did was kind of get a little illusion, I guess, of having a bigger top. 2 bands, I wrapped them around. Another 2 bands, wrapped them around. And 2 more bands on the hook, double them. And then pull it through everything on your hook. Back on. And then a single band pulled through and slip knotted. Then I'll weave this down in to the peel. Like that. And then I just take the little top part. Usually kind of have to swirl it around to get the right shape again. So they're all the same height. And I'll just take it and kind of pull it over the side where it was slip knotted. Like that. I think it's cute. And the cool thing about this guy is that it could totally be a pencil topper. Or a pen. Then you'll want to hide your tails in down here. Just go on the underside of the peel. Like so. I think he's pretty cute. But I wanted to share, I know it's not technically a food because most people don't eat the banana peels themselves, but I think they turned out pretty cute, so I wanted to make sure to share them. I hope that you like them as well, of course, so just something a little fun and different, and I thought it was a good design, and I certainly didn't want to throw it into a box and forget about it, so I thought everybody would like to see it. I want to thank you for watching. I definitely appreciate it. If you make these, I'd love to see them. My Facebook page is in the video description. My Instagram is @craftingfantastic. I'd like to see pictures of them on there. Definitely, if you want to know when I have new things coming out, subscribing to my channel on YouTube is the best way to do that, feelinspiffy. But I want to thank you again for watching. I definitely am thankful for everybody who's been supportive of me, and I will have more tutorials for you soon.